Hey everyone, it's the Tides Changing here, and welcome to a very special building video. So I recently reached 1,000 subscribers, and I want to do something special to celebrate this occasion. So I decided to renovate a home that I made 2 years ago called Coastal Dreams, to show how far my building has come since then, and also how my building style has changed. Doing this was actually suggested to me on Twitter by Just a Sim, so thank you for that idea. I started off the renovation by getting rid of everything on the exterior of the house that I didn't like, which was the landscaping, wallpaper, and most of the windows and doors. And that's because my landscaping wasn't really as subtle back then. As you can see, I just kind of put down circles of dirt under the trees, which really isn't that realistic, and I also wasn't a fan of using that boring yellow siding all over the house. And another thing that I really wanted to fix was using the 1x1 wall columns to support the decks. That doesn't really look realistic at all. So I of course changed that later on to make it look more realistic. And I will say that the reason why I did choose this house is because it's one of the favorites that I have ever made. I just really like the basic structure of it as well as the floor plan, but of course I felt like there could be some improvements made to it, to make it look much better, which is what I'm doing with this. And here I'm taking away the last of the doors and wallpaper, and the actual renovation is about to start. The first thing that I changed on this house was the roof, and I changed it from a corrugated metal roof to a regular black shingle roof, and now I'm moving on to the wallpaper. And the new wallpaper is much more detailed than what it was originally, because before I just kind of used the same siding and put it all over the house. I didn't really do different things on different walls. Another thing that I did, which also really made things look better, was using actual columns instead of the 1x1 wall columns, which looks a lot more realistic. Something that I really like about this house is the split level stairs that you see going off the top deck there. When I made this house, I was really proud of myself for actually doing that, and like I said, that's just one of my favorite things about this house. And I did add a little bit more detail to the wallpaper. As you can see, I'm making it more of a siding look than just a plain color, which added a touch of realism and gave the house a more, kind of an older look, which is something I wanted. With the landscaping, I wanted to give this house kind of this secluded look, like the house has been here for a while and is just kind of away from the rest of the world, and I really do think I accomplished that. And here you have a nice little lake in front of the house, and I ended up putting a ton of trees around it, which you see here, which added to that secluded look that I was talking about. And now I'm moving on to the side and just adding more detail to the wallpaper there as well. I actually forgot to mention that this house is located on Fire Island in Isla Paradiso, and a nice feature of the yard is this gazebo going up right here that has a couple of lounge chairs facing the rest of Isla Paradiso, since this house isn't on the main island. And now I'm moving on to the back of the house, which is my favorite part of the landscaping. And usually the pool area of my houses are my favorite area, and I really do like how this one turned out. So you have kind of this curved pool with a pool bar in it, and some gardens around it as well. I then added some more plants at the end of the pool, as well as a paved area with some lawn chairs so your Sims can take in the beautiful views of Isla Paradiso. And now I'm just adding some furniture to all the decks on the back of the house. And what I'm putting in here is another gazebo that contains an outdoor kitchen, because what luxurious pool is complete without an outdoor kitchen? And I just put some pavement going from the kitchen to the pool area, and just putting in some plants as well. And on the other side of the kitchen is an area with a hot tub in it, because of course it has to have a hot tub, and there's just a stone path going from that to the pool area. And now I'm finishing the rest of the landscaping with some trees and a little playground for the kids. And now that the landscaping is complete, I'm moving on to the interior. The lower level of this house just contains a rec area, 1 bedroom, a bathroom, and a laundry room. So right now I'm furnishing the rec area, and I feel like now I'm much more detailed with furnishing than I used to be. Before, I have to admit, I kind of rushed things when making houses, and I just kind of stuck in furniture, just put in furniture, whereas now I kind of concentrate more on having a theme for the house and really thinking about what kind of Sims would live in it. And I already finished the rec area. Now moving on to the bathroom, which kind of has a teen girl theme, and this bedroom as well is fit more for a teen girl with, it has pinks and lime greens. And now that the level is done, so moving on to the second level, which contains a common area, 4 bedrooms, and 4 bathrooms. All the main areas in this house kind of have a yellow and blue beachy theme to it. I tried to do something different, but I kept going back to that blue and yellow theme. Now I'm moving on to the first of the bedrooms, which has a jungle theme and is suited for a young boy. And here I'm just doing the bathroom, which has a similar theme. And here I'm moving on to the next bedroom, which is suited for a young girl. and has lots of pinks and greens in it, and the bathroom for it does as well. And now I'm moving on to kind of the main bathroom, which is just red, and the nursery, which I originally had a pink theme, but then I realized there's 2 girls' rooms, so I just made it blue, more gender neutral. And this bedroom is perfect for a young adult or a teenager. It's more of a second master suite. And now that is all for that floor. Now I'm moving on to the 3rd level, which actually contains the kitchen and living room. And I guess it's common for beach homes to have the main living areas on the top floor, I guess, so you get the best views off of it. And I guess also because flooding is common in those areas, although this house does have a lower level, which kind of defeats the purpose. But a lot of homes are stilted, and, you know, the first level is about, you know, regular floor level above the ground. And once again, the theme is blue and yellow on this floor. I don't know, I just really like blue, so I kept going back to it. And here I'm furnishing a small office area. Now moving on to the master bedroom, which has a blue and orange theme, which is a bit different than the blue and yellow that I had been doing. And here I'm working on the master bathroom, which is the biggest bathroom in the whole house, and it has a blue theme as well. I tried red, but it didn't really look that great, so I of course just went with blue. And here I'm just finishing off the furnishing with a half bath. And now the last thing that I do is add lights to the exterior, so that is all from me. I hope you all enjoy the rest of the video.
Bye.